joined. When it comes to bonuses, we do have bonuses. We've got tiers and levels of bonuses. The first one would be a welcome bonus. So the moment you deposit into your account, you get a welcome bonus of $25. And any deposit, because this is an exclusivity deal we've made directly with the Smurf Village, anyone who deposits 200 and above gets $40 as a welcome bonus. The $40 is basically driven from 20% of your deposit. So if you deposit 200, you get $40 because that's 20% of your deposit. If you deposit $1,000, you get 20% of 1,000 as a welcome bonus, which will be 200. So this will allow you more flexibility. It will allow you to have more margin in order to open your trades and to trade. The second question was, do you have any charges on deposits? Like I mentioned, all deposits do not have charge, and then the first withdrawal is free. And then if you are to withdraw any other time, you're looking at a flat fee of €7 on your account. It's a flat fee. So I would encourage just to use the free one.
Yeah, I agree. I also just want to touch on the just what makes Infinox special, because this is for me what is a major point that I think clients and people in the community will appreciate, is that like Charmaine said, we've partnered with Smurf Village, and even you can tell that they are building a community, and this is exactly what we encourage. So we carry that mentality of great customer care. We try to make sure all our clients are catered for end to end, and ongoing. We look to form long-term relationships with our clients, and I think that's something that most brokers fail to do. And I think this is something that's really strong in Infinox's corner, particularly the way we pick our partners, for example, Smurf Village, because they carry the same ethos we do. And I just think that was maybe something that I would just like to add, because for me it's super important, because I know when I was starting trading, I would have loved to be part of such a community. So I think it's super important. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that as well.
I mean, like exactly what you're saying, Georgie. Like a lot of people say trading is a lonely game, by being in a community removes all the element of being lonely, and then having like someone handhold you throughout the process when you don't understand something, and also benefiting from the experiences other people have had, the bad and the good. You don't only learn from the good, but also from the bad. So having people doing the testimonies, having people also like are always currently present. Every time I speak to Papa Smurf, I always see a student up and down the office. So you can really see that it's a community and you're not alone, and you're able to, to grow your trading experience with others from other people's experience and the likes. And like I said, we are a very hands-on broker. We pride ourselves on good customer service, which I think a lot of people do lack, because you don't want a broker that only maybe sends you an email. They don't bother to contact you, but we're taking time obviously so that you get to know us, you see the face behind the broker, and then you familiarize yourself with us. I'm sure the next time I call any one of you, you'll be like, oh, hi, Charmaine, like I remember you from the other day, So that's what we obviously want to grow more. We'll be doing a lot of Zooms, and then just more of like product knowledge, experiencing and telling you all the offerings that we have, and growing the experience together.
100%.
I do see another question in the box, referring bonuses for introducing clients. If you can just drop us an email, you can drop an email if you want to know more about referring your friends and your family to trading. You can drop us an email directly and just state in the subject, from the Smurf Village, I want to know more about referring other traders, or you can send it directly to the Smurf family. I'm going to just I'm just going to ask my colleague to just drop us the email that people can use. Please put heading as the Smurf Village. I do have a question asking at what point do you get the bonus credited into your account? So the process is when you're funding your account with us at Infinox, right? You will first fund your wallet. So if you log onto your client area, it goes straight to the deposit section where it will say deposit now into your wallet, right? So the moment you deposit to your wallet, you're waiting for your account to be activated. As soon as it's activated, you need to transfer the funds into your trading account. The moment the funds hit your trading account, within an hour, we would have credited your bonus, be it the $25 or 20% of your deposit.
See, there's also a few questions in the Q&A.
Okay.
So in terms of the instruments that you can trade on the platform, they are all on the website, which I will send you now on the chat.
Okay, great. I think let's just, we can have the question and answer at the end because we've got a whole presentation set aside so that people can have like a good experience. And then after the whole presentation, then we can have like some questions and then we can go from there. Thank you so much, everyone that has logged in. Thank you for your time. I know obviously everyone is busy coming back from work. We really appreciate having you and for your time. I'm just going to hand it over to Papa Smurf to do his thing.
Wow. What an amazing start to an amazing new relationship, an amazing new partnership. Drop some whys or yeses if you're cool with everything so far. I know you have a lot of questions that you want to ask pertaining perhaps bonuses. No, you cannot withdraw a bonus, but we'll get to that later. I know some of you may have deposited before. Some of you have probably even been with Infinox, but not through SV. You see, Bible does say a good name bears riches, right? So Charmaine keeps on saying that if you mention Smurf Village, the name that was once despised is now the code name. So remember that, guys. We want to get into a few things. I want to tell you guys about how we got to this point, about why we got to this point, and about where we want to be able to go. All right. I'm going to just drop off this small thing now, is that we're going to look to have local deposits for each country that we're in. And at the end, I'm going to do another bomb of something that we've both worked on, both ourselves and Infinox, about how to make deposits much more easier, especially in the Francophone countries. It's very exciting news. But a few weeks ago, Robin, who's actually not on the call, was very, very persistent, knocking on my door, Papa Smurf, we need to talk. I'm like, nah, we ain't talking. And, I was at this point in my career, in my life, where I didn't really want to do anything with brokers again. Not because I hated brokers. I just felt like what I wanted and what my desire for the people I'm teaching could never be met. Because, a broker may have their own agenda. We also have our own agenda. So it's very hard for two bodies to kind of meet together and say, this is what we both want to do. So Robin had, been on my tail for about a month. And at that time, I had kind of ended, the relationship with the previous broker because I was looking for something else. I was looking at how can we touch the lives of Africans? How can we have this global impact in our locality? Because when it comes to trading, Africa is always last. When it comes to mentorship, Africa is always last. But when it comes to business opportunity, they'll think Africa first. Why? Africa has the numbers. So I was kind of in this place where I was sick of our people being looked at as just another number. So, Robin eventually kept on knocking, and then we started checking things out. And I realized that Infinox had a lot of things to offer. And I kind of liked their structure. They have a very sleek website, a very, very wonderful back office. They have good customer service. I mean, it's the fastest customer service I have ever seen. I'll email Charmaine, I'll sneeze, in 3 seconds she's replied with 15 paragraphs. I mean, it's marvelous, and it's something that our people need. Not just communication, but reassurance. Can I get an amen in the chat box? And that's something that I was actively looking for. So when we finally gathered together and we spoke, we realized that we had a lot of desires and needs that we could both help in serving each other. So it wasn't so much a partnership of, if Smurf Village comes on board and it gives us X amount of customers, we're going to make so much money. It was, Smurf, we see what you're doing, and this is the capacity of how we can serve in your vision. And we also see what you can do to be able to serve in our vision. So imagine if we can serve underneath each other and come to a common area where the people would be happy. How would you feel? And I sat back and I said, look, I would feel marvelous. And I would finally be able to reach my dream of being able to impact 100,000 Africans by 2025. That's always been the thing I wanted to do. But there are so many things stopping it. One was the customer service. Two was the inability to withdraw and deposit flexibly. And three, just having a good trading experience. I haven't really spoken about the other features that we'll introduce in another webinar, but we're looking to introduce copy trading and other signal services so that you guys get more bang for your buck. It's not just going to be trade ideas and education, but there's going to be other copy and paste mechanisms that you guys are going to enjoy. And when I was mentioning copy trading all those months ago, I was looking at what Infinox was offering. And I saw their app and I saw their services and I saw their professionalism. And I said, this is it. All those months ago when I was hyping them up and hyping up the copy trading, I knew that this is the road that we were going to go down. But in order for us to get here, I needed to make a sacrifice that I wasn't willing to make. And let me tell you, what I'm going to show you was not something that I wanted to do. But I knew for the greater good and to be able to get to where I wanted to get to, I had to do this. You guys know that this concept of geometry came from a place of hurt. It came from a place of failing over and over again. And I wanted to, try and recoup all of my losses and create course content that would be very, very affordable on the market. But the issue that I came to find out in our locality is that people want the education, but unfortunately, people don't want to pay for it. And so the mentality is that I would try and build up my trading account to be able to afford the course I want to be able to trade. And then you find that you will blow your account and you don't have an account, you don't have a course. And so I felt like for us to finally get over that hurdle, I needed to do something. Many of you have seen me in your respective countries. Many of you have seen me in your with tours, and I'll be speaking from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. Many of you have experienced that. But for us to get to the next level, I now need to create something that I needed to let go. Last week, I believe, or 2 weeks ago, I asked a very important question. I want to ask that question again for those who weren't on. And the question is, what does every average African want? Can you put it down in the chat box if you feel like you know the answer? What does every average African want? If you guessed it correctly, you know that the answer is opportunity. And so I had an opportunity to be able to give something off. And I was able to create a strong body of work, which I am very, very proud of, by the way. And I wanted to give you a rundown of everything I've been able to create since 2017 up until now, and how we are going to change the path of your life and the lives of the ones after us forever. You know about our SB school. We have 4 main levels. We have the beginner's boot camp. I believe it's one of the best introductions to Forex geometry I have ever seen. I'm not trying to be biased here, but I think I did pretty good. I think for only $40, you got to understand what a lot size was. You got to understand bullish and bearish candles. You got to understand what a pip is. You got to understand support and resistance and supply and demand. And you were able to now read the charts at a beginner's level. Moving up after you pass your exam, you have the Mastery Bootcamp, and that focuses on the idea of being an investor, having the investor's focus, having the psychological edge in your trading, risk management, position management, invisible candlestick theory, getting to understand that it's not just stacking your trades, it's not just entering the markets, but there is an art behind it. Then we looked into the numerical aspect, Fibonacci, looking at a bit of harmonics and all of that stuff in university, how numbers rule the game. Recently introduced was the whole collection of volatility. And I can't talk about it so much because it has to do with another broker, but you guys know what's there, all right? We have our respective courses, two of our main geometric patterns, the rectangle theory, and then you have the rhombus mastery, 6 different rhombuses tailored to all the different currencies where you can trade reversal patterns or trend continuations. We also have the VIX Masterclass, which again, I won't touch on too much. And then we go into our mentorship, the trade idea group, where people come together and they share their ideas, and the experienced ones can come in and be able to guide those who are now coming in. And then we have the one-on-one private coaching, which some of you have already taken. This is the body of work that was out there. And when I was doing this, when I left Australia and I came here, I was like, look, I want to have a body of work that will be able to be very, very affordable and allow Africans to be able to enjoy. This is what I had in mind. But what I didn't put into consideration is that a lot of us are hurt. A lot of us have come from either other MLMs or other Forex bodies where you didn't get the desired result because of maybe unrealistic expectations, or maybe no expectations were met at all. So we had to come in at an area to kind of redefine our approach, where we were mentor driven. We weren't so much about you watching videos and going from course to course. We were more or less about you being able to absorb the information and have a better quality of trading. Now, if you put your money together and you want to get all of these, I mean, it will cost you maybe no more than $3,000, really. And that's the price of someone's one course. We really made this affordable, but something within us does not want us to pay. Not for anything. It's because you are in a place where the opportunities aren't as open as they used to be. Can I get an amen? I mean, we've been scammed plenty of times, so you can't be able to afford maybe a $40 course. I mean, you've trusted different people, you've trusted signal groups, you've trusted EAs and different robots, you've trusted all these other things, and you don't have any options. And so I had to sit back and I had to realize that it wasn't personal. It wasn't because I didn't have the capability of teaching. It was because the people like yourselves here do not have the options like they used to. So many of you said to me that if you met me 4 years ago, I would have been able to buy everything. If you had met me 5 years ago, I wouldn't have gotten scammed. But here we are, all broken vessels, trying to pick up the pieces of the past so we can leave an inheritance for our children's children. Drop a 111 if I'm speaking to you this evening. So I had to now sit back and realize that I had a decision to make, a painful decision, but a decision nonetheless. And this is where Infinox came in and said, Rodney, this is not as painful as you think it is. I said, what do you mean? They said, no, with what you want to do and with what we want to do, this collaboration would not only restore you to where you need to be with your goals, but it will also help people be able to trade in a way where they're not feeling pressured. Because it sucks knowing that you want to get a signal service for a month, you're paying $215, you need to make X amount of signals, and before you realize, you have to pay that $215 again. And so it cannot be done. And so I realized that the approach of trading for many people was to trade so they can meet up for the next month and then trade again. And then you're realizing that, no, if I don't trade and I can't make it, I need to start recruiting. I need to get my 2 and 3. I need to build my downline. So just in case I don't have the time to trade or to make back what I paid, I have a backup plan. And so that backup plan has caused us not to see our vision or see the road very, very clearly. Excuse me. So we came up with a game plan. We came up with a game plan that will allow all users using the IX platform through the Smurf Village pathway to be able to get Forex education absolutely free. Type in a free in the chat box if you're with me. I mean, who doesn't like free, right? This is not what our government did last year when they said, while you're in lockdown, water and electricity will be free. And then later on, they'll tell you, actually, no, you guys owe us. It's not going to be one of those things. It's coming to the point where if you understand that whatever you are studying, you don't have to pay for, then your mind will be at ease to be able to study this thing without any pressure. Because you're already studying and trading with rent on your mind and your children's school fees on your mind. You're already trying to find what you're going to eat and find what you're going to wear. And maybe if you go to church, how much offering you're going to put in. And so you cannot afford, literally and figuratively, to be able to trade with all of these burdens on your head. So IX said, why don't you just do it for free? What we need right now is that we need mentors like you, Papa Smurf, to be able to hold people accountable. And you need us to be able to have a platform to keep people together. And so with our powers combined, we are able to do something good. And so some of you have already experienced the benefits of it. All you need to do is fund your account and you get access to a course or some courses. And for you to be able to go up, well, we're going to go through that right now. So let me go through, because the pre-launch phase has already been done. And congratulations to those who are part of the pre-launch. You were able to get some very, very neat benefits, which will probably not come by again. But let me skip through all of these. And let's go through the next phase of what you guys will be able to enjoy in this. What I am saying is that from here on in, paying for a course in Smurf Village is now optional. My people are saying, you're by force. It's now optional for you. If you cannot afford to pay your way, there's another way you can get in. I mean, can someone show me some love in the chat box? Is that cool? I like that. Well done. Wow. Can you give me something great? I like those words. Papa, brill. She's so shocked she forgot int. XOXO. I like that. I won't tell Mama Smurf though. Okay. Give me fans. Papa. Papa. So what does this mean? It means that when you fund your account with X amount, you will get access to certain courses. But let's get into it. Okay. So we know that this phase, there's a promo phase that we're attaching to this, because everybody knows that I like promos. I'm the type that does Christmas in April because I can. That's our new tagline. So let's get into it and let's see what you could benefit from with all of this stuff going down. So the beginners bootcamp. In order for you to get access, for those who are in the pre-launch phase, all you needed to do was fund your account with $100 and you would get access to the beginners bootcamp. Now, for this launch phase, all you need to do is fund the Infinox account through Smurf Village, which means you have to be through us, with $150, and you get the beginners bootcamp absolutely free. Now, you have to understand, every product that we have has a respective Telegram channel that has announcements, and it has a Telegram chat where you can communicate with other students on your level. You can ask questions, however smart or dumb you feel they may be. Someone will be there to be able to answer your questions, okay? So $150, fund your account, and you will get access to the Beginners Bootcamp absolutely free. I mean, how do you all feel about that? Okay, it's still coming in. Wonderful, great, awesome. I like that. All right, so let's move on. How can we work our way up from the Beginners Bootcamp? Now, there's a lot of writing here, so I'm just going to try and summarize it as we go, because we got families to see and we got stomachs to feed. So there are two ways you can get into mastery for now, for the next 7 days. Excuse me. Let's go through the promo first. Fund your own broker account with $150 within 7 days and get free access to mastery. So look at what we're saying here. Beginners was what? 150. Mastery was 150. It means that if you fund 150 within the next 7 days, you not only just get beginners bootcamp, but you get mastery bootcamp as well. How do you get access to mastery bootcamp? After you pass your beginners bootcamp exam, you then get access to mastery bootcamp. I mean, that is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Now, each level, beginners, mastery, university, each level in the SP school has hidden videos, has extra content that you can study and you can chew on for your own pleasure. So once you pass your beginners bootcamp exam, you're going to be given 20 additional free hours of beginners content called Beginners Live. So not only do you get access to Mastery Bootcamp, but you'll get access to a Beginners Live where you will have individuals like Collins that will teach on psychology. You have people like Baba Jide that will talk about psychology. He gave a lesson that stuck with me, and he says life is like a steeplechase. So much good content there. I introduce indicators there, trading with the ADX, and there are so many other pieces of content that will be so good at the beginners level. Absolutely free when you pass your exam. Now, if you don't want to go down the promo route, what you need to do is that you have to refer people within the next 7 days, okay? Refer 3 people to fund their account with $150 each. And those 3 people will get access to the beginners bootcamp, and then the mastery people will then get that access as well. So it's quite simple. If you can't afford to fund because you want to probably do something else and you want access to the education, refer 3 people to fund, and then you will get the access. Let me check the chat box so I'm not missing anything. This is not the Papa Smurf of 2018 when I was fresh and I just came. This is a Papa Smurf that realizes that he's getting old and he's got nothing else to really do. He just wants to be able to go to a village in Obuasi and build his mansion and drink coconut water. That's it. I don't need to travel around or do all that other stuff. I want to be able to allow people to be able to learn how to trade painlessly, not like how we did. I traded with trial and error. Okay, let me see if this works. Okay, I realized $500 later that I shouldn't be trading on a Monday. Okay, I realized $2,000 later I probably shouldn't be trading during the Asian session. Yes, I'm from Obuasi, for those who didn't know. All right, so these are some of the things that you get benefits to. But let's move our way up. University. What's going on here? Refer 3 people through your IB link. So it's another three. So once you get to mastery, another 3 people. And remember, those 3 people get the beginners bootcamp. It's not like, you know, they have to do something and they don't get benefits. The same path you went through is the same path they will go through. Okay? If they want to be able to work their way up, they do the exact same thing. So remember, if you formally paid for these courses, beginners was $40. Then mastery was, I think, $70. Then university was $110. Put that all together and you now don't have to pay for that. All you need to do is make sure accounts are funded. I mean, I think that's good stuff, right? I think that's amazing stuff. All right. Someone laugh at my jokes. Someone laughing at my jokes. All right. So let's go through the rhombus and rectangle courses. Okay. Rhombus and rectangle. Everybody knows who created the rhombus. Hey, rhombus is a new currency. Yes, me. All right. And the 2 courses together, rhombus mastery is 250, rectangle is 100. So that's 350. Now look, after you get to university, just refer 5 more people to fund the account with $150. Okay, 5 people, 150, and you will get access to not just the Rhombus Mastery, you'll get access to the rectangle theory as well. Or if you fund your account with 500, can someone put in the chat box 500? With $500, you'll get access to Beginners Bootcamp, Beginners Live, Mastery Bootcamp, Mastery Live, University Bootcamp, Uni Live, Rhombus Mastery, Rectangle Theory. If you fund your account with $500, you get access to every single Forex related material that SV has to offer. 500. But the offer only lasts within the next 7 days. And the beautiful thing about the Rhombus and the Rectangle is that you don't have to pass any exam. You have to pass any exam to be able to get access to these. These are courses. These courses don't have exams. So if you fund, you can say, hey, I'm going to do beginners first. I'm going to pass my exam. I want to see which type of trader I am. Trend trading for Rhombus or range trading for Rectangle. I'm going to study these things. I'm going to make myself study till I'm approved. And I'm going to continue my journey understanding risk management and understanding Fibonacci and all that good stuff. Just 500. I mean, the courses, like I said, $350. And then you'd have to scratch your head to try and find money to fund your account. What we're saying is fund with 500, get everything. Now, there's more. Someone put in the chat box, there's more. You know so much scripture. Well, now, after much debate, I told Infinox that I don't want to make it seem like I'm swaying people away from this platform, because I've come to love these guys. I've never seen a body of people that have paid so much care and attention to what we are doing, okay? I'm used to being the bad guy, or Papa Smurf thinks he's too known. But, you know, in this area, Charmaine doesn't call me by my real name. She calls me Papa Smurf. It's special to me. So they said, look, Rodney, you can offer something with synthetic indices. You can offer it as long as it doesn't sever ties between your people and our people. I said, fine. So in order to get access to Honors Bootcamp, and what is that? That's the big daddy. That is trading synthetic indices, B75. You can trade US 30. You can trade DAX. You can trade pretty much anything with this information. If you refer 15 more people, so this is after the Rhombus and the Rectangle. This is after University. You refer 15 more people, okay, with an account of $100. Am I seeing correctly? Those people will get access to the Beginners Bootcamp. This is the promo. So if you can get 15 people on top of the other ones that you've referred within this 7-day period, you will get access to the Honors Bootcamp. I'm sure you know how much that Honors Bootcamp costs. It costs $1,200. Delicious. But this is the only extended promo that we have, and that is if you refer 10 people within 14 days from today, 10 people, you will get it. So instead of trying hard for 15, you'll get it for 10. That's the Honors Bootcamp. How about our Brain Hub? Brain Hub is simple. You have over 200 hours of content that you can study from myself, people like David, and all the other greats that have come through this nice academy. And you get to also partake in trade ideas. Now, to be part of this group normally is $50 a month. We are now removing that option. And we're creating another one. So you can either pay the $50 a month, or you take a minimum of 10 trades with your funded account. Once you take those 10 trades, you are active and you are valid for the month. That's all. You don't need to pay for anything. This goes with me saying that Brain Hub is no longer a free feature. It's either you pay to get through or you trade to get through. There's no more in between, because we want people to be in the Brain Hub that should be there. We We don't want spectators anymore. We want people that are actively trading so that the community is always encouraged. However, if you take a minimum of 5 trades in the first 7 days, you get the month for free. So instead of taking 10 trades, you just need to take 5. Make sure your account is funded. Take your 5 trades within the first 7 days, and you get access to the Brain Hub. And let me tell you, the boot camps are great, but where you truly grow, where we see legends made, is in Brain Hub. When you saw David turn from a boy to a man, it was Brain Hub. Many of you wouldn't know Coffee BTC if it wasn't for Brain Hub. Many of you wouldn't know Manuel if it wasn't for Brain Hub. So Brain Hub is the place where you grow, and you grow fast. Now, we're wrapping this up before we take these questions. Private mentorship. You want one-on-one time? Fund your account with a minimum of $500. You get 5 personal hours. Fund your account with a minimum of $1,000. You get 12 personal hours. Now, I want to put some terms and conditions out there, because I know our people can drag their feet when it comes to juicy opportunities like this. Referrals only count if they are funded. Not, oh yeah, he signed up through my link and it should count. No, must be funded. And I am putting a cap on it, which means that every month I'm setting a number. That number for now is 300. And that means the 301st first person that comes through must pay. So I'm only leaving this door open for 300 individuals every single month. If you are 301, it means whatever the product is paid for. Do you know why I do this? It's so that we have serious people coming through every single month. And so people can plan their steps and know that I'm not ready this month, let me prepare next month. And so that our educators in-house can onboard and be appropriately balanced to support individuals all the way through. If we have 1,000, yes, it may be great, but the quality of service, not just with us, but with Infinox, may decrease because so many people want attention at the same time. So 300 people a month is what we're capping it at. When it reaches 300, it means you must pay or wait for the following month. And now if one person gets 11 people and that gets them through all the way to rhombus and rectangle, all you need is like 25 people, and that amount is choked up. But this is where we're looking to go. This is the revolution. This is the new day of where we're taking Forex mentorship. The burden is now lifted on how to be able to pay for courses and trade accounts. But there is one more burden that people are looking to try and go over, and that is deposits and withdrawals. Can I mention it? Wait, is Charmaine on? Is she on video? Charmaine, can I mention it? Or they're not ready? Maybe I shouldn't mention it. Maybe for the next call. I don't know. Luke, George, I don't know.
I think they're ready.
You think? Okay.
Mention it.
Give the people what they want, right?
Give the people what they want.
We've spoken so much about deposits and withdrawals. And I know Ghana has had a big issue because some brokers would allow deposits of mobile money, but you can't withdraw in mobile money. We are going to be, I think, the first independent body that will have a payment option exclusive to our movement. What do we mean? Our beloved SV wallet that we've used and that we've been beta testing for the last year, for you to be able to send Perfect Money or mobile money, Vodafone Cash, Tigo Cash, and we fund your wallet, that system is now going to be applied with Infinox. What does that mean? It means if you're in Ghana and you cannot fund with their normal funding methods, what you can do is you can send to one of our payment portals. Your account will be funded, SV wallet will be funded, and from there, you can use that wallet to fund your account and withdraw from that same account. When we told you we've been working on things, we've been working on things. And this is something that we've pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, and now we're finally here. So now there is no excuse for you to not be able to fund. There is no excuse for you not to be able to succeed. And now there is no excuse for you not to have access to good, godly education. I mean, if for nothing at all, give me a 111 if you're with me. You can fund your SV wallet, and that wallet can be used to fund your trading account. Now, I'm going to add a few more things before I hand back over. In a few weeks, myself, the university students, and the honors students are going to have their first look at the copy trading services that will be available. We are making it such that the experienced students in the academy will be able to know exactly what to do. I don't believe in giving signals to beginners. I don't. Beginners who are saying, well, if I don't know what to do, I need someone to be able to guide me. No, because you will be put in a position where you're begging for fish all the time. When you are taking a signal, it is up to you, the trader, to be able to look at through a few conditions to be able to execute your trade. And beginners and intermediate students don't often possess that because anxiety fills them up. So university students and honors students, you're going to have a first look at strategy accounts, copy trading, mirror trading. If you're part of that, drop a wire or yes if you're cool with that. I said a few things, but I've forgotten the second one because I'm just so hyped. Secondly, we're expanding into the Francophone countries. We have our own personal agent. So SV has their own local agent. Okay, local agent, which means that if you're in Cameroon, Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, DRC, Congo. I'm sorry if I haven't mentioned all the other ones. I haven't been in Africa long enough to study the geography. You all have ways to be able to fund your accounts because we have an agent that has different payment methods to help you fund your SV wallet. Last thing before I go, we're looking at doing events. I'm looking at traveling again. Can someone drop an amen for me traveling again? Whether it's before I get married or after, I don't know. Someone has to beg Mama Smurf. Okay, so, and how this is going to be is that if the event in question has 100 participants minimum, then the gate fee of that particular event will be half price. I've already, spoken with the regional director with all of this, so he's cool with that, and he sends his apologies for not being able to make it. Okay. No more coconuts in Obuasi. Unfortunately, I have to put it on hold. All right. So if it's a minimum number of 100 funded participants, okay, for a particular city or country, I and maybe a team will come there and the event will be half price. So that small petty expenses can be taken care of. However, if we meet a minimum number of 200 and above funded, then I will come to your locality absolutely free. Is that okay? Is that cool? So we're looking to do events. Look, COVID cannot stop us forever. Lives need to be changed, opportunities need to be made, and people, I know that you are missing events. You are missing the gathering of the saints, and we need to make that happen. So I didn't say 100 participants that have signed up, 100 funded or 200 funded. We can now start pushing these events. And when I do events, I'm different than when I'm behind the screen. There are so many things that we want to be able to announce, but I haven't got all the time. I'm sure George and Robin and Charmaine want to go, but they can feel the anointing. It's like, no, keep on speaking. We need more. No, no, no. We're going to pace this out. So in a few weeks, university honors, we're going to have a separate call, okay, and IBs as well, where we can look at copy trading, mirror trading, all of that stuff, signal services. It's going to be super. But right now, it's time to take action. I've just got one question, and that is, are you ready? Are you ready for the revolution of a lifetime? Because for any other movement to offer this, I think it will be very, very hard to duplicate this. I think it will be very difficult to copy and paste to have the same effect. Are you ready to change your lives? Are you ready to be able to learn without that pressure? Are you ready to make opportunities? I hope Zambia is ready. I hope Kenya is ready. I hope Togo is ready. I hope Cote d'Ivoire is ready. I hope Namibia is ready, because this time round, we're taking it, because like I said in January, and it still reigns true, this year is our money year. So thank you for being on. Sign up, get funded, spread the word. If you want to also be an IB and introduce people as well, we can have a separate meeting for that. But I want you guys to get ready, because a movement like this will never be duplicated again. God bless you all. I'm going to hand it back to Charmaine if she has any closing remarks. I love you all, but remember this, Jesus loves you more.
Thank you so much, Papa Smurf, for that. So informative, super exciting times ahead of us. I'm not sure even if I'm ready for the amount of flow myself, but I was typing in amen and ready in the chat box every time. I'm not sure if Luca, you want to say some words before we close the Zoom off?
Hi, Charmaine. No, thank you. This was so awesome. I'm so excited for this new stage. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, great. So everyone, thank you so much for your time. It was really good meeting everyone now. And like Papa Smurf said, we are looking forward to be doing a lot of live conferences and meeting everyone face to face, coming down to all these African countries, and I mean, meeting your broker, meeting our partnership with the Smurf Village. I mean, it's a really great opportunity. We are here and we are hands-on. The village is here and it's hands-on, and that's what you need in the trading journey, so that when you don't understand something, you've got people who are always there to assist you, always there to support you. If you've got questions, feel free to contact us directly or with the Smurf Village. Like I said, just put your subject as Smurf Village so that we are able to assist you accordingly. Like I said, high priority. I just want to thank everyone for your time.
Sorry, one quick thing. Sorry, Charmaine. Everybody in the Smurf Village Telegram Assembly channel, watch out for it, because we're about to drop an announcement concerning everything. Back over to you, Smurfette.
Awesome. I've renamed myself Smurfette to just feel associated to the group. She's the only female, right, in the cartoon. Yeah, so one of my colleagues already dropped the email there, and we look forward to everything. Super exciting news about the deposit method. We've been having people talking about issues with depositing. Thank you so much for working endlessly. I mean, these people don't rest and trying to come up with solutions to make life easier. I mean, having such a representative really goes a long way in making sure that everyone is sorted, everyone is covered. Not wanting to take too much of everyone's time. In South Africa, it's almost 10:30, so I need to make sure that all my colleagues go to bed early and then they're able to assist everyone. Just from me, it's just thanking you for your time, and I look forward to be working closely with everyone. And Georgie, if you have any closing remarks so that we can close off the meeting.
No, I think we covered it all, and to reiterate, welcome to the family, I guess. So I think it's a good way to end the night, guys.
Thank you so much, and thank you, Robin, for being so persistent with the village. That was amazing, and the new partnership is an amazing journey, and we look forward to be working and seeing everyone crossing over board, coming to all these countries. I've seen all the African countries that are listed there. I'm not sure with COVID, but I mean, COVID won't touch us. Can I get an amen? I learned a little bit of something. But yeah, thank you, everyone. Have a good evening, and we will be speaking soon. Feel free to just, even if you call in, feel free to ask for me or Georgie. We are always happy to assist you. We pride ourselves on customer service, so don't hesitate to reach out to us directly, and then we'll be able to assist you. Regarding the Nigerian office, we will send an email, and then you'll get a blast email from the Smurf village. So I know obviously they've got their database which shows country to country. So they will send you a list that depending which country you are, they'll send you easy deposit methods or the processes that are easier per country, so that you don't get offerings that are not available to you and then you get frustrated. So thank you. Have a good evening. See you on the next Zoom.